Hey, it's Barbara here, your favorite longtime professional home care personal support worker, union steward, and certified member and co-chair of a joint health and safety committee. This is going to be a preface to my series on my journey with COVID. Yes, after what was at the time 1,681 days since the beginning of the pandemic, I had caught the bullet I'd been dodging for so long. 20 days ago, I tested positive. 7 days ago was my first negative test. Unfortunately, I am still suffering symptoms. Now, you probably can't hear it because your acoustics are different than what mine are, but I am still congested and my voice is a little bit rough. I do still have the cough. It's hanging on. It's not as frequent as it was, but still there. And I'm still very tired. I have gone back to work, but I do wear masks, something I'd started doing in public 2 months ago. Part of the reason I'm so angry is because I followed the rules, regulations, policies, and procedures and other protocols, even going above and beyond. And I made it so far. And the most angering part is it was due, for the most part, to the negligence of others. And that is my opinion based on what my experience has been, which I will explain in the series. And as I was suffering from this, lounging in bed for a lot of it as I recovered, I was reminiscing about the pandemic from the beginning and how I was fighting for N95s for workers to keep them from dying as they dropped like flies, being refused at every turn, going through the agony of procedures being broken because we didn't have enough PPE. And what I mean by that is we were given one mask to wear all day for all patients, only able to change it if someone was sick, and that they counted everything out. And there was a hard time for them to get supplies, and knowing that if they ran out, we couldn't do our jobs and then we wouldn't get paid. And doing these videos to educate people, dealing with the mis and disinformation, it was taking its toll on me. Someone had asked me, then why do you read all the information and the reports and that? And I said, that's not what's doing it to me. It's the misinformation, the disinformation, and the people who are causing harm because of it. That's what was doing it. That was on me because I was taking it a little too personally. So I'm okay with it now. I still get a little aggravated, but not to the extent I once was. And as much as certain entities stopped keeping track of the numbers in 2022 and some in 2023, it still rages on. The numbers are going up again. It has not become endemic. We've got these new variants now. I will say there is one thing I am grateful for, and that is that I caught this now rather than at the beginning when we had no idea what we were doing with and we did not have the vaccines. I had 7 under my belt. Unfortunately, I missed out on the 2 Novavax because when I went to public health, they said, oh no, don't bother, wait for the new ones coming out. And then they were approved, but they hadn't been released yet. So we were left with nothing because the old ones had been pulled off the shelves. And then up till about a week ago around here, I couldn't get one. No one had any. But now apparently we do. But the thing is, I have to wait 3 to 6 months because I've been affected. I'll give it 3 months. But I had the flu vax today, so there is something. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to try to keep these short because the longer something is, the more people's eyes tend to roll back in their head. And I'm going to try to avoid that because there is educational stuff in here. Anyway, I would like you all to stay healthy, stay safe. Please stay tuned, do not become complacent, and I'll see you on the flip side.